Hi, this lesson is all about dividing fraction by another fraction. But in order to understand on how to divide fraction by another fraction, okay, let's try to know first about this mathematical term which is called reciprocal. Okay, when we say reciprocal, it is a mathematical term wherein we are going to switch the numerator and the denominator. So in this example, let's have 3/5. Okay, so the reciprocal of 3/5 is 5/3. Okay, so that's the reciprocal of 3/5. Okay, try to check the placement of the number. Okay, here the denominator here is 5 and the numerator is 3. So we simply switch the two numbers. So we are going to place 5 as the numerator and 3 as the denominator. So therefore, 5/3 is the reciprocal of 3/5. Okay. Another one, 1/2. Okay. So, ano ba ang reciprocal ng 1/2? So, pagpalitin lang natin, we are going to switch the placement of the two numbers which are 1 and 2. So, try to check. Our numerator here is 1 and the denominator is 2. So, this time, since we are going to look for the reciprocal of 1/2, so ilalagay natin si 1 as our denominator and 2 as our numerator. Okay. So therefore, 2/1 is the reciprocal of 1/2. Okay. Another one, 7/10. Okay. So let's try to find the reciprocal of 7/10. Okay. Now try to check. 7 is located or is our numerator and 10 is the denominator. Now let's try to switch the two numbers. So let's make 7 as our denominator and 10 as our numerator. Okay, so the reciprocal of 7/10 is 10/7. Okay, so ganun lang po kadali. Okay, so let us proceed. Okay, so in dividing fraction by another fraction, okay, we just simply multiply the fraction by the reciprocal. Okay, so let's try example number 1. Okay, para mas maintindihan ninyo kung ano yung sinasabi ko. Okay, let's try 4/5 divided by 2/3. Okay, again, we are going to divide 4/5 by 2/3. Okay, now let's try to change the mathematical sentence or number sentence. So instead of dividing 4/5 by 2/3, we simply multiply it by the reciprocal of 2/3 or of 2/3, which is 3/2 or 3/2. Okay. Again, instead of dividing 4/5 by 2/3, we simply multiply 4/5 by the reciprocal of 2/3, which is 3/2. Okay, ito yung mga karaniwang mali, no, ng mga mag-aaral in dividing fraction by another fraction. Okay, kasi yung ginagawa nila, the first fraction, the dividend, yun yung ginagawa nila ng switching, no? Ito yung ginagawang reciprocal yung dividend. Okay, but it is not correct. The proper way is you are going to find or write the reciprocal of the second. Ito, yung pangalawang fraction, our divisor. Okay? So, you are going to write the reciprocal of the divisor, not the dividend. Okay? Only the divisor. Okay? So, klaro po, no? So, after writing the reciprocal of 2/3, okay, we simply proceed to the next step. Okay, so we have now multiplying fraction by another fraction. So, naituro ko na ito in my previous video. Multiplying fraction by another fraction. So, proceed to the steps in multiplying fraction by another fraction, which is to multiply the numerator. So 4 times 3, that is 12. That is equal to 12. 5 times 2, that is equal to 10. Okay. Now, let's look closer. Okay. Try to check the fraction. Okay. 12 over 10 is in improper fraction. Okay. The numerator is greater than the denominator. So, based on the rule, kapag yung sagot mo, the answer is improper fraction, so you are going to change this or express the fraction to mixed number by dividing. So, simply divide the numerator by the denominator, which is 10. So, 12 divided by 10, that is equal to 1. 1 times 10, that is equal to 10. Then subtract 12 minus 10, that is equal to 2. Okay, so we have a whole number 1. Okay, the quotient will be the whole number, and the remainder will be our numerator. And just copy the denominator. Okay, 1 and 2/10. Try to check the fraction. Which is 2 over 10. Okay, 2 over 10 is not yet in lowest term. Why? Because the two numbers 2 and 10 are divisible by 2. Okay, the GCF of 2/10 is 2. Okay, and not 1. So, magiging lowest term lang siya if the GCF is 1. But this time, the GCF is 2. Kasi yung 2 and 10, both divisible siya by 2. Okay? Paano nga ulit hahanapin si GCF? So, list down the factors of 2. The factors of 2 are 2 and 1. Factors of 10 are 10 and 1, 5 and 2. Then, out of the factors, select the common factors. So 1 is a common factor, 2 is common factor. So 1 and 2 are common. 1 and 2 are common factors. Now select the greatest common factor, or the GCF. So 2 is the GCF. So divide both numbers. Divide the numerator by 2, divide the denominator by 2. So 2 divided by 2, that is equal to 1. 10 divided by 2, that is equal to 5. Okay, and don't forget to copy the whole number 1. Okay, so this is now the answer, the final answer. The quotient of 4/5 and 2/3. Okay, so that's how we are going to divide fraction by another fraction. Okay, let's have another example, number 2. Okay, let's try to divide 1/3 by 2/7. Okay. Unang gagawin, okay, balikan natin yung rule, no? Unang gagawin in dividing fraction by another fraction, okay, we are going to change the mathematical number, or the what do you call this? Mathematical sentence, or mathematical number. Okay, so instead of dividing 1/3 by 2/7, we are going to multiply 1/3 by its reciprocal, by the reciprocal of 2/7. So again, what is the reciprocal of 2/7? So we just switch the positions of the two numbers. So 2 will be our denominator and 7 will be our numerator. So 7 over 2 is the reciprocal of 2 sevenths. Again, the reciprocal of 2 over 7 is 7 over 2. Okay, so this is now the mathematical sentence, no, or number sentence that we are going to perform. So we are now going to multiply the numerators. So 1 times 7, that is equal to 7. 3 times 2, that is equal to 6. Okay, double check. Try to check the answer. 7 over 6 is an improper fraction. The numerator is greater. Mas malaki po ang numerator kaysa denominator. So again, we are going to express this fraction to mixed number by dividing. So divide 7 divided by 6. So that is equal to 1. 1 times 6, that is equal to 6. 7 minus 6, that is equal to 1. So 1, whole number 1 will, the quotient, which is 1, will be our whole number. Then the remainder, which is 1 also, will be our numerator. Then copy the denominator. So 1 and 1/6 is the answer. Okay, number 3. Let's proceed to the third example. Okay, let's try 9 over 10 or 9/10 divided by 1/2. Okay, so let's change the number sentence or mathematical sentence. So let's multiply 9/10 by the reciprocal of 1/2. Okay, we are going to multiply 9/10 by the reciprocal of 1/2. And what is the reciprocal of 1/2? That is 2 over 1. Then perform the operation, okay, which is multiplication. So multiply the numerators. 9 times 2, that is equal to 18. 10 times 1, that is equal to 10. Okay, then again, look at the fraction. It is an improper fraction. So let's divide 18 divided by 10. So that is equal to 1. 1 times 10, that is 10. Subtract 18 minus 10, that is equal to 8. So the answer is 1. Then 8 will be our numerator. Then copy the denominator. Okay, double check our fraction. Okay, the fraction is 8 over 10. So it is not yet in lowest term. The GCF of 8 and 10 is 2. Okay, so divide both numbers, 8 and 10 by 2. So 8 divided by 2, that is 4. 10 divided by 2, that is 5. Then don't forget to write the whole number 1. Okay, so this is the answer. Okay, this is now the answer. 1 and 4/5. Okay, let us proceed with the last example. Okay, number 4. So let's divide 5/6 by 3/4. Okay, so let's multiply 5/6 by the reciprocal of 3/4. So what is the reciprocal of 3/4? So we will just switch the placement of these two numbers. So 4 will be our numerator, then 3 will be the denominator. So this is the reciprocal of 3/4. Okay, so again, 4 over 3 is the reciprocal of 3/4. So let's perform the operation. 5 times 4, that is equal to 20. 6 times 3, that is equal to 18. Okay, again, the answer or the fraction is improper, is an improper fraction. So what are we going to do? Okay, express your answer. Express our answer to mixed number by dividing. So 20 divided by 18. Okay, that is equal to 1. 1 times 18, that is equal to 18. 20 minus 18, that is equal to 2. So our answer is 1 and 2 over 18. Just copy the denominator. Okay, try to check the fraction. 2 over 18. Okay, 2 and 18 are divisible by 2. So the GCF of 2 and 18 is 2. So again, divide 2 by 2 and divide 18 by 2. So 2 divided by 2, that is 1. 18 divided by 2, that is 9. And, okay, don't forget to copy or write the whole number 1. So again, this is now the answer, okay, of 5, 6 divided by 3/4. 1 and 1, 9. Okay, so that's how we are going to divide fraction by another fraction. So I just hope, okay, meron kayong natutunan sa video to, and you can share this video to your classmates, to your friends, okay, sa mga kakilala ninyo, para at least meron silang guide din in answering their modules. Okay, so again, maraming salamat sa panonood. Okay, thank you.